There's a road in the southern part of Thailand, a road where every driver instinctively slows down, because everyone knows that this isn't just an ordinary curve. It's the curve of 100 deaths. For decades, people have whispered its legend, that whenever the authorities repair or widen that section of the road, someone always hears crying in the middle of the night. A woman in white has been seen standing by the roadside, and shadows wave for a ride, even though no one is really there. Some say she's the spirit of those who died violently. Others believe she's the one who calls for more deaths to make the number complete. This place, known as the Curve of 100 Deaths, in the Natawi district, Songkhla Province, lies along Highway 42 between the Natawi and Khok Pho. Locals say the bend has taken well over 100 lives. In one tragic crash, 13 people died instantly. Since then, villagers believe this curve is haunted by restless, vengeful spirits, seeking new souls to take their place. Monks were called in to perform cleansing rituals, but every now and then, strange things still happen. Some claim they saw a black dog, others, a soaked woman by the roadside, just days before another fatal crash. And tonight, Win is taking you back there, to the curve said to be the most haunted in southern Thailand. The sound of an engine, the screech of brakes, and the silence that follows. This is the story of the Curve of 100 Deaths. If you're ready, turn off the lights. And whatever you do, don't drive past that curve after midnight. This story, I'll never forget it till the day I die. The Petkasem Highway between the Natawi and Khok Pho winds uphill, then slopes sharply right. When it rains, the asphalt turns slick, as if someone wants your tires to lose grip. Beneath an old banyan tree sits a small spirit shrine, wrapped with faded colored cloth. Inside lie broken glass shards, old license plates, and dry garlands left to rot with time. Locals call it the 100 Souls Bend. Mom used to tell me, never drive past there at night. That night, it poured. I had a delivery due by morning, so I pushed on from Hat Yai around 10 p.m. The road was quiet. Fog drifted low across the headlights. Rainwater pooled in shimmering patches. The only sounds were the wipers and my breathing. It was close to midnight. That's when I reached the curve. From the rearview mirror, a faint light appeared. Another vehicle, tailing me too closely. A pickup truck, no license plate. Its headlights uneven, one dim, the other flickering like a dying eye. No matter how I sped up or slowed down, it stayed right behind me. Just as I entered the curve, a figure appeared right in front of my car. A woman in a red dress, long hair soaked, blood running down her legs. One hand held a cell phone, the other a dried garland. I slammed the brakes. The truck spun, the world blurred, and my headlights froze on her face. Her eyes were completely white. Then, crash, I blacked out. When I came to, she was gone. No blood, no debris, nothing. I turned the key and the radio came on by itself. A woman's voice, faint, like underwater. "Help me. I'm cold. Don't leave me here." Then, silence. The lights flickered out. Everything went dark. I stepped out, and the smell hit me. Blood. Even though it was still raining, there were clear, bloody footprints leading toward the banyan tree and the shrine beneath it. I followed the footprints. My heart pounded in my ears. At the shrine, a red shirt hung on a branch. A phone sat on the altar, its screen blinking. I picked it up. The screen showed a recent outgoing call. "Mom." Before I could react, the phone rang. "Hello?" A woman's trembling voice answered. "Sweetheart, where are you? They told me they found your car by the curve last night." It wasn't my mother's voice. It wasn't anyone's voice. Alive. I ran back to the car, grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight. When the beam hit the rear windshield, I froze. Bloody handprints spreading across the glass. 1, 2, 3, more and more, as if someone, no, many someones, were trying to claw their way out. The radio blared again. "We want to go home. Don't leave us here." I floored the gas pedal. As the car shot out of the curve, I glanced in the mirror. They were all there, lined up along both sides of the road. 10, maybe more, soaked, bleeding, and in the middle, the woman in red. She was smiling. I woke up in the hospital. The police said I had crashed off the road around 1 a.m. No collision, no witnesses, but they found another phone on the passenger seat, the same one I'd seen by the shrine. Its last outgoing call, "Mom," time-stamped exactly 3 years earlier, the same night a young woman died, at that very curve. Later, I returned in daylight. An old man told me, years ago, a van crashed into a truck there, 13 dead. Every year, they come out again, to call another car, to keep them company. I looked at the shrine again. The red shirt was still there, and the same phone lay silently inside. I don't know why I went back. Maybe something called me. That night I parked by the curve, turned on the headlights, placed the phone on the seat, and whispered, "I brought you home." The headlights caught her silhouette, the woman in red, standing beneath the tree. She slowly bowed her head, water dripping from her hair. Then she whispered, "Thank you." The lights went out, and in the darkness, I heard her laughing softly. Months later, I sold that car, never drove that route again. But sometimes, late at night, my phone still rings. An unknown number. When I answer, I hear the same voice. "Help me. I'm cold." I'm not telling this story to scare you. I just want to warn you. At the curve of 100 deaths, you're never really alone. Drive carefully, because some curves don't wait for you to die. They choose you. The midnight chant at the 100 Souls Bend. Some of the dead don't want us to send them away. They want us to stay. The hum of a fan, a mic being adjusted. Win exhales slowly before he begins again. Voice heavy, haunted. After that night, I swore I'd never go back there. But fate had other plans. A dry laugh, then silence. A cop called me. His name was Lieutenant Tam. He wanted to talk about another crash, Just 2 nights ago, a pickup crashed at the curve again. The driver died instantly. No rain, no alcohol, no skid marks. Tam asked me to guide him to the scene because I was the only survivor of that curve. I hesitated, but curiosity and guilt pulled me back. Friday night, 3 monks came to perform a ritual, the liberation chant. 2 spotlights illuminated the shrine. The smell of incense, oil, and something metallic. Lieutenant Tam said, "Tonight, we'll send them off, so no one else dies here again." But as the first verse began, a sudden gust of wind blew out all 3 candles, and one monk's chanting turned into moaning. The monk's hands trembled. Scratch marks bled along his wrists, as if someone had grabbed him from behind. Tam whispered, "Win, you see that?" I turned and saw shadows under the tree. 10, maybe more. Soaked figures, torn clothes, and in the center, the woman in red. Tam raised his flashlight and shouted, "What the hell do you want?" The wind roared. The lights died. Screams erupted. Tam was dragged into the darkness. I found his hat, splattered with blood. The monks chanted faster, louder, but the air filled with overlapping voices. "Don't send us away. Don't drive us out. It's not complete yet." That last line, "It's not complete," echoed like a single voice. I whispered, "Not complete? What do you mean?" My phone rang. No caller ID. Still one left. "We need 100, the woman in red again." I turned toward the shrine. There were photos of the dead, 99 in total. 1 frame remained empty. The monk stopped chanting, looked straight at me. "They're waiting for someone, son. Someone who survived." My blood froze. I was the only survivor. Then, Tam stepped out of the shadows, pale, eyes black as ink. "Win, it's your turn to stay." Screams. The flashlight fell. The brief flash showed dozens of figures, clawing their way out of the earth. Blood flooded the road. The woman in red took my hand, ice cold. "Now it's complete," she smiled. Blood spilled from her mouth. Tam's voice whispered in my ear, "You'll stay with us, forever." Everything went black. Villagers found me unconscious by the road. No sign of Tam. No record of any ritual. No officer by that name in the Natawi. But in the shrine, a new photo had been added. Mine. The 100th soul. Win's voice trembles. The mic crackles. He breathes out, a long, broken breath. Every time I close my eyes, they're still there. The woman in red, Tam, the monks, all of them, waiting at the curve. A pause, because now the 100 souls bend is complete, and it's starting to count again. The curve of 100 deaths. Once it chooses you, you never leave.